ahoy mateys, ahoy everybody, and welcome to another night of eSailing Nations League. How you doing, Arthur?
Great sunny day, warm day here in windy San Francisco. Not an inch of snow. How about you in Paris? Enjoying yourself?
Yeah, it's great here. It's a little bit warmer. It was snowing last weekend, but we are not in Paris, neither, or in San Francisco. Where are we tonight? Let me give you this as the start is off in the first race. And we are watching Netherlands versus Spain 2. So to get a little bit of sound on this, and welcome everybody who's in the chat. I hope you guys are enjoying the evening, and we're just going to watch a little bit of racing out here as these two awesome teams face off.
Two awesome teams indeed. They are in group, I don't want to say a mistake.
B.
B, and so far, Netherlands has one win, and Spain has one win as well. So this is, so far, a pretty balanced game that we are joining. It's the first race in NACRA. You might remember we're watching the eSailing Nations League. This is a 6-race boat race format, starting with NACRA on a 6v6, and we'll hop on to the other races. This is team racing. So the rules are the team with the less points win when counting their position at the finish line.
Exactly. We're going to see a couple of different races tonight. There's going to be a match race. There's going to be a 2v2, 3v3. And this is how the teams are facing off in the first phase of this competition. If you haven't been following, you can go check out eSailing Nations League on Facebook. It's a 2-phase competition. First phase is going to be round robins and teams meeting each other once. There's 5 groups. As we see that the Team Spain 2 is the first to round the top mark. And then phase 2 will be a regular cup league with semifinals, quarterfinals, all that, and a great big final with the 2 best teams who have made it through over 20. There's 30 teams all in all in this event. Spain taking 1, 2, and 3 right now.
Yep, that's a good position at the pass of that second upwind mark on the first leg. So having 1, 2, 3, 4 is pretty much a winning combination. Whatever happens to the rest of Spain's sailors, they are very much favored in this first leg.
Yeah, so who's the first top 3 right now? We've got Pobler. I'm not too familiar with him. We've got Juan Cardona from the LDLN fleet and Juan Parejo from CNS. These guys are on fire. This is the CNS crew that you guys have been watching all through these past couple of days over on the ISPO Invitational. These guys just took it down in front of like an armada of really, really good teams. And they're on fire. What can I say? Spain is really doing very well in this off-season. Right now, Bart Lambrix is third, leading the Dutch fleet, and he's having trouble here. He's caught between 3 Spanish boats, all trying to foul him, but he manages to sail through. Netherlands sailing in black and red, and Spain sailing in gray.
So one of the things I'll share with our audience, if you are not taking part in this event or haven't practiced in a while, I don't see on Bart there,
Yeah, big one
is that the
Carlos.
NACRA has changed quite a bit. It's actually, I'm not going to say easier than before, but the max wind you can get in before decelerating and reaching angles have maybe slightly changed a bit. VRA has brought some modifications to that.
Yeah, we're watching Valverde right now. Bart Lambrix from the VIT team, they are also really on fire recently. They've been sailing very well. as an update. I'm surprised we're still racing in multi holes, but I think a lot of people like it because they go fast. That you gotta say is a big advantage. I'm just hoping we see the AC75 coming into the next seasons of eSailing Nations League. Bard's in trouble here, still getting a lot of fouls on him. Got Voldvert, who's also one of the top sailors on the Dutch squad, in 6th right now, but Spain definitely ahead. All they need is to keep extending this lead that they have up here.
Oh, they were already set. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There we go. Pobler's past the
I
finish
thought
line.
it was closer, but this is definitely
This was
one way.
this was already like 4, and there was nothing Netherlands could do in this first race. Spain 2 taking a awesome and well-deserved lead in this 6th race regatta that we're going to be watching tonight. All right, going to flip over to the results right now so you can see where we are in this event.
That seemed to have been probably something happened during the first leg when I'm looking at the results. The Netherlands team had a pretty good start there.
They won against
probably had
Poland, yeah. They beat Poland 6-0 last week, and Spain too. I'd have to go back and look at the results a little bit closer, but I think Spain
2 won versus...
it was Finland, Ukraine.
Spain won. Spain 2 won versus Spain 1.
It was versus Spain 1 and the LDLN squad.
Mm-hmm. 5-4... no, that's Spain 4. So many Spain teams.
So many Spanish squads.
Like they have done well to put so many... At least they have more chances of winning the cup and saying, yeah, Spain won.
No, so Spain is definitely very well placed in this eSailing Nations League Phase 1. I think we could take a look at the other groups really quick. So Netherlands leading this group currently, but as you can see, all of the top 3 teams all have 1 win.
Tied for the win, yep.
Alright, we're going to take just a quick second here. If you can give me a second, bear with me. I'm going to bring up the other squads and we can take a quick look at the results here. So, Group A right now is led by France, USA, and Portugal. France 2, USA 1 in Portugal. Sweden, Switzerland, and South Africa have all taken a loss in this group. Then in Group C, we have France 1, Team International, and Italy 1. Now, France 1 already has 2 games and 2 wins, so they're well ahead in their group, leading against Denmark, Spain 5, and New Zealand. Bringing up Group D right now, we've got Group D, Spain 4 is in first position right now, but GBR 1, Great Britain with an I, and Spain 3 all also have a win. And Turkey, Italy, and Venezuela have taken losses in this group. And really interesting in Group E, where there was a bunch of draws actually. Alright, as we bring up Group E really quickly, you can see Team Emirates is actually ahead. They were the only team to get a win against Brazil. Germany USA 2 is Arthur's team. If you guys are watching us, we've got one of the spectators. A lot of spectators in the chat. Say hi if you guys are in the chat and rooting on the team. We're waiting for race number 2 here. The match race is going to be starting soon.
Yeah, very impressive what happened, just shortly on that, what happened in Group E. Is the only playing phase where there are two draws, so that's 4 teams tied for a draw with only 1 point. That's very odd in Group E, the results. And we are starting the race. We can already join.
Yep. So Ramon took a quick penalty there, but doesn't influence much as so early in the race now. Doe Basma is getting in a really good position, going on a port. Oh, trying to catch Ramon, and this is where it's all going to play out here. The start in a match race is super important. So Doe is jiving back, trying to set up for a port start. Is he going to be too early? No, he's good. And Ramon is covering him already, but I think Doe Bosma's probably got a 2-3 meter lead, half boat lead here. Let's see how he manages this.
He can tack out. They're definitely going for that right wind shift, as we can see on the mini-map. So there's this heavy pressure in the middle, but the windsocks are slightly pointing towards the left. So they're probably going for that, and right now Ramon, Due Bosma, sorry, the black boat, cannot tack off. If he does so, he will get a penalty from Ramon, so we'll see how these sailors play in this situation, which is a classic in match racing.
Yeah, very good start from both teams, I gotta say. It's all gonna come down to who's gonna try to tack first.
There you go, Due trying to pinch up there a little.
Psyching each other out.
He's gonna try to inflict that leeward wayward penalty. Ramon sees that and tries to get just off. Oh, they're going the whole way there.
All over ley line. I think right now Ramon is really controlling, and he can push Doe Bosma as far as he wants, as far as he feels necessary.
I think that is the call, because whenever he's gonna attack off, alright, he can probably keep doing his bad air.
I think it's pronounced Dove.
Dove?
I may be wrong, but I think it's pronounced Dove. Dove.
Good job, Bosma.
Bosma's already a safe bet.
Yeah, Ramon played that situation well and is now slightly ahead. As the boats reach the first upwind mark of this match race. If you're in the chat, say a little cheer for your favorite team. Who's your favorite team? It can also be a team that's not in the race, but let us know.
We might even actually have some other races to show you tonight. We've got some recordings that were sent to us, and if you're participating in this event and you want to send us your race recordings, we can also broadcast those. So feel free. Just chilling as this downwind leg starts. So far, so good. Yeah, it's a really good match race so far.
We got people rooting for Ramon. Thanks, Luisito, for shouting out. That's definitely going to bring him some good luck there.
Here we go. It's the downwind game. So we're trying to get the windward leeward right now, but it may go into a port tack.
Very close. Gee, he's been trying to keep that left-hand side to get that starboard tack.
Wind shadows good. Wind shadows really slowing down Ramon. Are they gonna go to the same gate, you think? Yeah, both going.
I think so. Yeah, it's the best gate to take that wind shift outside of the gate. So
both boats rounding it clean, close and clean.
Due avoiding the penalty there. Good move. Alright, and now Ramon knows he's in a good situation and he can keep on controlling Due and pushing him away. That's some very good moves there.
That might have been a definitive move right there, just rounding a little bit earlier than Dove just managed to put him 14 meters ahead, and now he's going to go on a starboard tack. Force Dove out over ley line. Yeah, Ramon playing this super safe and super well so far. Let's see how the second downwind leg goes.
It's going to be a very close call here. But Due still has a chance to bring the score up to 1-1. So for right now, Spain is 1-0 in tonight's championship.
Yeah, it could be very, very important in this group if Netherlands takes the wins tonight. Whichever team takes the win tonight is going to be very well placed. Will probably gotten through the worst of the opponents and the hardest of the opponents in that team's in that group so far. Should be well on their way to the quarterfinals. 4-2 for Spain. You think Pierus that it's going to be a 4-2? I'd like to see a 4-2. I'd like to see an interesting race, something that goes down.
I think that's a very probable result. You guys are both right.
So now the guess is, where is Holland going to be able to place their points? And maybe Holland's going to take the 4 points. You never know. Right now, Dove is managing to squeeze Ramon. Does he get the penalty?
But he gets the position there.
He's not on the right. He's not on the right tack, on the right jive. But he could get ahead of Ramon. Just move a little bit his boat ahead, and then he'd get the advantage and be able to put a foul on Ramon. Right now, Dove has managed to get back in the lead, and Netherlands is trying to get their first point in tonight's regatta. As I was saying that I need to stop talking like an ESPN sport broadcaster. I realize I'm still doing it. That was well played by Ramon again. There's very little wind. Boats are only going 4.5 knots downwind. It's not a fast race.
It's gonna be very close. It's even more difficult, I believe, to play in slow wind. Just because you really have to not make any mistake in every tack, every movement will cost you dealing.
Is Dove gonna put the penalty on him? I think Ramon still got the advantage, but I may be on the wrong boat here. No. Dove's got the advantage.
Wayward penalty there. I wonder if Ramon is just gonna take that penalty and run through.
Overlay line. No, if he takes the penalty, he's done for.
He is.
He's too far from the line to still get the win. It's up to Dove now. There we go. Now, no mistake. Don't hit the buoy. Get there.
Good play. Oh, wow. Well played, both sailors. That was really...
Oh, Ramon not even finishing DNF. That happens. That was a close call. I'm not gonna blame him. He had an amazing race. He really controlled it very well, but Dove just had that slight advantage on the downwind leg. Incredible. But really good start to this regatta, I think. I think this is herald some very amazing races. It's not over. It's all open. Let's see if I can bring up tonight's regatta up on sail ranks. I haven't set that up yet, so just bear with me again a little bit. Let's see if I can bring that up. Dove just controlling tonight. You gotta see, he had best start, he had shortest distance sailed, best speed.
Yeah, he managed to shake off that situation where he was being controlled by Ramon and simply sailed as fast as he could, tried to not get himself distanced so he could actually play. And everything happened on that downwind. Yeah. That's really where Dewey caught back up, playing with that wind shadow, really giving Ramon a hard time till the very end there. Well played to both sailors.
Definitely. So that's 1-all in tonight's races. Unfortunately, I don't think I can give you guys a nice little overlay of tonight's races. Just to give you a recap of the first race, it was 23 points for Spain, 55 for Netherlands. So definitely a clear win here. Alright, we're going to just jump straight in because we don't want to miss the start of race number 3. Race
there
committee.
You go, Pierce, for your answer. That is the lineup. It's going to be Ramon Parejo and Carlos Parejo against Fit Lambriex and Tech now.
awesome. We don't want to miss this, but we don't want to jump in too early because we don't want to be a parasite boat.
I like the name Tech now. I now want to have an account that's called Give Me Room.
TRL going on tonight as well. We're also seeing some eSailing Denmark. I do believe that eSailing France is racing tonight over on Yanxi TV, and the Emiratis are also racing. A lot of custom races tonight. That's really good to see. And there's some really big news now. We've sort of been avoiding the elephant in the room up until now. But as many people have noticed, here we go as we start the race. You know what's happening today? Today is the beginning of the new season.
So stoked.
Alright, we've got some people cheering on CNS in the chat. Good to see you guys. We still managed to get into the game, so let's get out of here real quick. And yeah, good to see some fans in the chat. Definitely support your team. And let's get the friendly banter going. Boom, sorry about that quick problem. Glitching, as always, into spectator mode. Huh.
Always happens.
Seems to be having a little bit of trouble joining the game.
I can tell you right now, the Spanish team is getting up to the ley line and inflicting double penalties on both Technow and Lambrix, inflicting another penalty. Oh no, sorry, that's the Netherlands team inflicting penalties onto the Spanish team.
Alright, we're sorry about that quick penalty, but we're 7 seconds to the start. Netherlands in red and black, Spain in gray, and right now both teams have a penalty on them. No false starts.
That was a penalty on C. Parejo trying to give a hook to Technow there. Didn't manage it at the very last second. Teams are going to the left-hand side for that heavy wind pressure.
This is a double match race.
The wind is shifting back, we can see.
Double match race in offshore racing. Offshore racers, if you can see, these boats are humongous. They are the biggest boat in the game. And definitely one of the hardest to handle once they're launched full speed.
And they're just very slow to handle. I'm not sure if they're amongst the hardest.
We can really see on this shot that Spain is just half a boat length ahead of Bart Lambrix and a full boat length ahead of Technow. Wind doesn't seem to be shifting too much. Oh, here we go. We got a fight going on.
Good
over
move
on
there.
the right side.
Good move there in Rausanlag. Rausanlag. Giving a hard time to Lambrix. They're just covering them right now. So the Netherlands team might not be able to tack correctly or get their position here at the mark.
Man, this is a really close mark rounding. All the boats are really huddled in. They're all already within the 2 boat lengths, almost. Spain doing a wind block. Netherlands coming back and inflicting 1 penalty on Spain. Will they inflict a second? No. Unfortunately, Technow did pick up that penalty, and now it is Carlos Parejo trying to push Bart out. While
Which he will do.
Yeah, while Rausanlag is trying to smother Technow. First downwind leg, kites are up. And we are in.
Netherlands playing the position there to put Rausanlag in a sandwich and switching back to Parejo for that sandwich. So
I believe in Spanish they call it a bocadillo.
The bocadillo tactic. Yes.
Bocadillo tactic. Alright, now Carlos Parejo picking up a windward, leeward penalty here. Still managing to slow down Bart. And no, Technow. Heading down to this downward mark. Both boats are just overextending out to the side, playing the position, playing it like a match race.
That's a very aggressive move there.
This mark rounding's
Oh,
not gonna
and
be
now
easy, yeah.
Rausandag, who's first at the mark,
Alright,
managed to get into that distance.
Penalty, third, no, just 2 penalties on this mark, downwind mark.
Friendly fire, friendly fire.
That can happen, that can happen.
And text now to get out of Rausandags. I had to do that one. Rausandag coming back on tech now, not letting him any good air. I believe that's a good call there. So in 2v2, if you are not used to seeing this type of race format, the essential rule, it is team racing, but the essential rule here is that the person in 4th place will lose the race for his team. So it might just change at the very last second. All that matters is that the person in 4th place is gonna lose.
It's the teamwork rule, I call it. You've got to help your teammate come back into at least 3rd place. It doesn't matter if you finish 2nd yourself. It's not about winning. It's just about not letting your teammate finish last. And right now, Spain picking up a penalty while Bart Lambrix is working off his. It's a wind block by Rausandag at the first mark. Staying true to the tactics. It's been working so far for TNS, so
Smart
no
moves
reason to stop now. Both of their boats are well placed, but the Dutch boats are just right behind them, and now Bart's trying to get inside on the mark, doesn't manage. Might look good for the Spanish boats right now. In race number 3, might bring those stats up at one point.
Yeah, would change a bit. Lambrix trying to cover Rausandag. I think they're gonna aim for him. Tech now has the advantage on Parejo, so they're still in the race here. Things might happen.
Things could happen. There's a lot that still could happen, I think. As you get the new updated score on your screen, it's 1-all in tonight's regatta. Got some CNS fans in the chat. I hope we've got some Dutch fans in the chat. I have to say I've always been a fan of Dutchland in pretty much all of the international competitions. I think they've got some great competitors in general. Spain's always present in pretty much every sport too, but I like supporting Holland. I like supporting what Tech now is doing right now. Defending off both Spanish boats. Holy, just managing to squeeze between both of the Dutch boats. We're going to go into an aerial view for the end of this race because it's that close. Ooh, unfortunately, he picks up a penalty, and that puts both of the Spanish boats in a good position to win it. That was
very close
to
there.
The end. Holy boating. If you don't want to have holes in your boats, that's not a good idea. You're not gonna sail very well. That's 2 points for Spain. 2 tonight.
I have lost my headset. I hope you can still hear my mic. I don't have any noise anymore. Speaking of mics, I was just checking the stream. It seems you have like a poor quality tonight, Nick. What happened to your mic? Sounds like you're from a radio or telephone.
I may have my mic a little bit strong. Maybe let me bring it down a little bit.
Maybe low. No, it's very low. We can barely hear you on the stream.
Got that.
We hear you like if you were in the call, not I. But it's still understandable. I was just wondering what was that. It's all good.
I might just shut up and enjoy the sailing.
Enjoy the sailing. Yeah.
Yeah, so really quickly before the next race starts, this is the very first event right here. The Mount Gay eSailing World Championship launch event is being held right now on virtual regatta inshore for the next 2.5 days. This is the first event of the new season. As you can see, we haven't even started playing the season, so we have no score on this account. And race number 4 is about to get underway. So let's try to jump into this without jumping into the race literally. Spanish fans in the chat tonight. Got a lot of Spanish fans. Where are the Dutch fans? Where are the Dutch fans supporting their team? So, race number 4, this is going to be the F50 race. Very quick race. Hold on to your seats. Two to 1 for Spain right now. We've got some predictions saying 4-2 tonight might be the final score.
Yeah, this is going to be very close. So that's 2-1. No, is that? Yeah, that's 2-1 the score.
It is a 2-1 for the score. Let's bring the score back up on the screen. I'm just being careful that we do not drop into the race. I believe I'm going to exit and wait until the official countdown has started so that we don't hop into the race.
You never know. Yep.
Take a look at this.
As they are starting. There you go.
There we go. Alright, then now we can come in. That's what she said. Now I'm gonna wait until the official countdown starts. There we go. We're in the 20 seconds. Until we see that red countdown mark on our screen, we know we might actually just drop into the race as a boat.
First penalty being inflicted onto Dewey Bosma there.
Spain has their own F50. Netherlands again racing in black and red. Bad start for attack now, picking up a penalty off of the committee boat. And Spain.
Jay Parejo was pushing the two boats at the top of the ley line. He was pushing them away, and they were too early at the start. Friendly fire from Lendrix. Yeah. That happens with this boat.
That was a close one. Juan Parejo getting out of the way just fast enough to not pick up a penalty. And here we go on the upwind. Ooh, he manages to inflict one on Bart, and he picks the left side. Right now, Spain's in the lead. But it can go fast in F50.
And they are also in a pretty favored position here. Attack now going for that penalty. Juan was just ahead. Nice try on that aggressive move. They really have to do something like that.
Bart Lambrix is now going to be in an unfavorable position. Couldn't have crossed. And he's now in the wind shadow of Jay Parejo. While Tac now has to avoid narrowly Juan Cardona in the F50.
There you go. Penalty on Lambrix onto Juan Cardona.
Oh, we didn't see that. Both are professional sailors. Both are not going to make each other's lives any easier than they have to. Juan having to put a penalty here on Dove Basma. Does Dove actually make the mark here? I'm not sure. No,
nope.
he had to go
He
back.
did not.
He didn't. That is not going to help Netherlands at all in this race. Now that Dove is over 500 meters behind his closest teammate. He's going to have to try to come back thanks to the downwind leg, while as in the head of the race, we're already on the downwind mark. 2 Spanish boats dominating this race, followed by Bart and Tack now. Will the 2 Dutch boats actually try to come back and now... Alright, so let's try to do a little bit of math here. If Netherlands takes 3, 4, 5, do they win it? 9 and 14 against 3 and... No, they can't win it with 3, 4,
Nope.
5. There's no math that makes them win if they finish 3, 4, 5.
If they get 2, 3, 5, though, they can.
And does 2, 3, 5... Yeah, 2, 3, 6 doesn't do it either. It's 11 versus 10 now. Yeah, sorry if we're taking a little bit of time to do the mental math tonight. It's a Thursday night. It's been a long week so far. It's a Thursday morning for some of us who are watching from the western side of the world. Here we go. Rounding the next upwind mark. It's fast. It's an F50 race. We're only 4 minutes in and we're almost finished.
And Tack now and Lambrix did a good job on catching up, going for that heavy wind pressure to be able to catch up. But that will not be enough.
If they can't take a second place, please, there's nothing Netherlands can do in this race. It's going to be 3-1, it seems, for Spain, too.
The F-50 is definitely the bane of most sailors because of its difficulty to control at high speed and slowness to maneuver at any time.
Yeah, for sure. It's got I'm actually less and less now in favor of seeing it on these type of regattas. I don't know. There's something about just not being able to enjoy the tactical aspect of the race. You've got to go really fast. You've got to inflict penalties on the other racers. There's no other way of making it out otherwise.
And it's usually settled at that first reaching mark, which is
even though
terribly
Bart got the best speed, Bart sailed the shortest distance here, and Madobe Bosma got the best wind speed. 47.9 knots. That's not as fast as these boats can go. That's pretty fast already. See, it was really on that first downwind that everything shifted over. First upwind, first downwind, and there, it was pretty much set from there.
Mm-hmm. Which brings us to the score of 3-1 in favor of Spain. Will Netherlands make a comeback and win these 2 last races? Well, stay tuned on Intro Stream. Stay with us. We're going to see this very soon.
We're on Intro Streams. I think we're also on eSailing TV. eSailing. I'm sorry, we're not on eSailing TV. We're on eSailing Nations League Facebook page tonight. Finally got that to work tonight.
If you haven't followed the eSailing Nations League page, I will post it in the chat, and be sure to follow their news and events.
Oh, got a little game crash over here, so while we wait for the results to update on sail ranks, we're trying to get the game to restart at the same time. So these results are not the latest because we've just seen race 3 go by, and we know that Spain won that, so it's a 3-1 right now. This is going to be the 4v4. Yep, the 4v4 in J70s, the race you've all been waiting for. And I think we're going to be able to go back into the game in just a sec. Great to see the new season starting up. Who's leading right now? Oh, it's Team Vit already in the lead here, Chico and Martine. I think we should take this little moment to just say thanks to the race committee and the organizers of the eSailing Nations League. So obviously tonight we have Carlos Parejo from the race organizing committee racing on Team CNS. So always good to have to be watching one of the organizers of this event be able to race. We still haven't gotten the race up yet.
Nope.
And yeah, Martin from Team Vit is also one of the race organizers. Afonso and Bradley Adam, that you guys see a lot from the US Team US 1, I believe.
Yep.
He's
captain of US 1. Yep.
Captain of US 1, also racing in this event. Here we go. Oh, Nations League. This is the 4v4 coming up, the J70. We're going to let the lobby fill up a little bit, and if you guys are still with us in the chat, let us know what you think and who you're rooting for tonight. We know you guys all have a favorite, so don't be afraid. Pop us a quick like. Also say, might as well take this occasion as the lobby fills up. It really helps if you could just subscribe to the channel, because then you guys actually get notifications of when we go live, and since we don't have a really good schedule right now, it can help to just get notifications of when we're going to be streaming events. So don't hesitate, just pop a little quick click on the like button. Alright, get that out of the way. Thank you guys for watching. It's great to have you.
Not only thanks to the race committee, but thanks to you eSailors who are following this event with us. It's really glad to have you and to have your commentaries and impressions on the races as we go.
We're waiting for the lobby to fill up. This shouldn't take long. Usually goes really quickly with these guys. These are pros of setting up events. Nope, still hasn't started, but we're going to be in Fécamp, which is an awesome place to sail if you've ever been to France and you want to go sailing. And you want to go sailing in the northwest Normandy coast.
Yeah, the Alabaster coast on the channel. Yeah, it's a great place. It's always good wind. They have great food, especially great food and great beer once you head back. Mussels and fries, all types of good meals over there. Lobby's a bit slow to fill up this time. It's okay. They're probably
either really
revising
so
their roster.
If you think about it, we're already at race 5.
Yep.
And if you guys want to see some more action after this, there's a couple more races coming up tonight. Arthur, could you list the events that will be coming up in day 2 of the eSailing Nations League? I think you can find that on Sail Ranks really quick. I'm gonna pop you guys the Sail Ranks link to this event in the chat as well, so you can see that, and you can follow these results as we go along.
Scheduled races. There you go. There you go. So for the 22nd, we are watching Spain versus Netherlands. That's good. Right before there was Spain versus Finland. No, I think that was it for today.
I think there's some events coming up before the weekend, and we'll try to...
Oh yes, before the weekend. So for tomorrow, if you log into the game tomorrow about the same time, you'll have France 3 versus Germany 1. That's going to be at 9:30 Central European Time. You will also have tomorrow New Zealand versus Team International. That will be at 10 p.m. Central European Time. And Italy versus Denmark as well at 9:30, and Brazil versus Argentina as well Oh, that's going to be very early. That's going to be at 2 a.m. Central European time.
Yeah, you can follow all this if you want to join us. It's on the Discord, and you'll find the link to the Discord in the chat below. Arthur will pop that in a little bit later. Discord, the official provider of eSailing Regattas, communication systems, and joyful banter between teams. Alright, 28 seconds to the start. Teams still all to the right, pulling out their kites. There is no rule concerning spinnakers within the 10 seconds of the start in this event, so you may see a little bit of that as we close in on the start. Got one Spanish boat that's clearly going to try something here. Who I think is going to be super late to get a start. What is he trying to do?
And
It's
inflicts
Luis.
a penalty.
Did he manage? No, he took a penalty. And I think he inflicted a penalty to his teammate, Ramon.
Yep.
Might not have been the greatest strategy. Very aggressive, but that's how CNS plays, right?
Yes, that's true. I mean, Spain's so much ahead that they were like, okay, well, let's try some aggressive moves here. We are so much ahead that we can actually give this start. It's probably not what they were thinking, but
Alright, right
Alright,
now we've
such a
got
good
Bart
lead.
Lambrix, Doe Bosma, and Robert Heusman. We hadn't seen too much tonight. In the race, a couple of ghost boats as well. If you see spectator boats right now, they haven't taken the start. They're not
Rashid,
officially.
I think
in
I've
the
played
race.
against him last week. Oh no, we were against France 3.
Alright, so
But I think he was there,
the Spanish fleet's taking more to the right, and Holland is taking more to the left. Let's see how this plays out, because I'm really interested in seeing Holland score a point right now. This is their last chance to take a draw and take a point tonight, so they really need to win this race. Friendly fire on Dutch boats. Friendly fire on Dutch boats. That's a very bad move. Doe putting a penalty over on Robert Heusman right now. I don't know if he'll be able to climb back now. It doesn't seem to have affected them too much. They're still controlling with the top half of the fleet right now. If they can manage to take 1, 2, and 3 in this race, they will take a win. That much I know. Spanish boats have had to pay the price for their bad start here. 2 of their boats taking a penalty on the start line was not going to help them in this first upwind.
I was looking at a bit of history to see when was probably the latest fight, if I may say, between the Spanish and Dutch Armada. Looking back, it seems that they were actually allies and have not fought very much. And against England. So technically, if the Spanish team inflicts a penalty on the Dutch team, is that still friendly fire? If they were allies?
Alright, so Spain is trailing behind Netherlands right now on the downwind leg. It's actually very good for the Dutch team right now. They just need to keep at least these top 2 boats ahead and outside of the wind shadows.
And interesting. Oh no, those are 2 different boats. Okay, so yeah. 2 spectating boats, Pabler and Rashid. Not counting them, that means with a 1, 2, 3, 8, Dutch team is currently in a winning combination. They have to keep that to win this race.
I'd be careful if I were you. I'd be careful about Tack now right now because he's right behind the Spanish boats. He can inflict a lot of damage, even though right now it seems like who is that? Robert Heusman is having a little bit of trouble passing between the Spanish boats and the Mark. But Tack now can still slow these boats down significantly if he stays at the back of the fleet. He doesn't need to sail at the head of the fleet so much. Just needs to slow down the Spanish boats and let his teammates take the win. I'm starting to see very nice strategical moves made in the Dutch fleet. What do you guys think? We've got a lot of people in the chat tonight. I think we might be actually breaking records over on Twitch. Not so many people on Facebook. What do you guys think? Should be streaming on Twitch or Facebook more often? Right now, Dove Bosma in the lead, followed by Bart, and followed by Robert Heusman. Bart having the tack. And the Dutch are not so aggressive, I find.
They don't need to that much. I agree with them just trying to keep this fleet racing, play the wind shifts, stay ahead, and trust their teammate. They keep this winning combination. They can still play for the draw, as you was pointing earlier.
They need to play for the draw now. They really need to win both of the two races to come, this one and the next.
So yeah, maybe being overly aggressive is a too greedy move.
You don't. That's a good. That's a good insight there. If you don't know, Arthur, our co-host tonight, is actually one of the eSailors taking part in the eSailing Nations League. He is part of Team USA 2, and so how have you guys been doing so far in the event?
I've been learning a lot from our teammates. Our captain Tom 720 put us 1 or 2 trainings per week. Plus, we have some really great sailors in the game and in real life. I'm thinking about Ram Fox, David C. Who am I forgetting? We got Team USA 1 providing us a lot of coaching as well, which is awesome. Thanks Bradley. Thanks Lines. Lines, I still want you on the stream one day.
Let's get Lines on the stream soon. Bart is really the one we got to be watching in this downwind. He is the most at risk of losing that 3rd place and putting his team in danger. So we want to see how he's going to manage between Rausan Lag behind him and Ramon, who is over on his left side, controlling as well the ley line. Will Bart manage to keep that 3rd position right now? Hard to say.
Yeah, he really needs to shake off Rausan Lag, because if he loses that 3rd position, he stays too behind.
This is the J70. Rausan Lag is much too close. He can't shake him off. He's going to have to put a penalty on him. And manage to then shake him off, which is not always... it's easier said than done.
Mm-hmm.
I can say. Right now, we can see that Luis is closing in on him as well. They're going to put him in a tough spot.
Bocadillo.
The Spanish Bocadillo once again. But here comes Tack now to the rescue. Staying at the back of the fleet. This is it. I was talking about this earlier. The strategy is amazing. Putting Tack now in 8th position allows him to come and save Bart. But Bart has lost a lot of room here. He's 6th now. I don't know if Holland still takes the win.
Count 1, 2, 3, 3.
If you're watching us, this is a 4v4. Boats 9 and 10 were not part of the race. There we go. They've just been ejected, and now we can see a little bit better. Holland has taken 1. Spain seems to be set to take 2. And now we need to see if Spain manages a squeeze against these 2 last Dutch boats. Or will the Dutch boats manage to get past and stay ahead? Right now, Bart is doing some crazy maneuvers. He is turning it back around, but unfortunately wasn't enough to take the penalty and the spot. He finishes 8th. That puts a lot of math in my head right now.
I'm doing this by head. That's
And then like
13,
10, 18,
16.
and then we've got another 5. That's 11. I think it's 18 to 18. It's actually it's a draw on this one, I believe. So how does that go in 4v4? If anyone knows in the chat, be sure to let us know.
Right. Right.
Let us know who wins this one if it's 18 versus 18. 18 points to 18 points. This is going to be the last race of this regatta tonight. We might have a little bit more to show you guys. If you're interested afterwards, let us know. I have another Dutch race I could show you guys that we've been meaning to broadcast soon. Pop really quick over into sale ranks. We can see that there hasn't been much movement on sale ranks since earlier, so we don't have the latest results to show you. I'm going to bring you a little bit more of the standings for tonight. So, as a reminder, Holland and Spain too both had 1 win, 3 points. But right now, it is pretty much up to the math to tell us who has won this 4th race. Arthur, do you have any info on it?
I'm looking as we speak.
I don't know
if it is the same as the
if
it's the same as NACRA, then the person in the first place loses because it's a team race, and therefore the first person didn't play to help his team, and that's why first place loses the tie.
Alright, as a reminder, it was Holland in first place, so even though they have as many points as Spain, it could be a 5-1 win to Spain. Very interesting race. I mean, I thought this J70 was probably one of the most interesting races up until now. You can really see the end was crazy. The last downwind leg, just everything goes mad. But right now, it's the laser. It's the 5v5. Not a medal race. This doesn't count double. Not a usual regatta medal race. This one is a basic 5v5 team event. It's cool. We got a lot of people with us tonight. It's fun to see a lot of people watching along with us, enjoying their evening. Hope you guys are having a good Thursday night. If anyone knows if we should confirm it's a 4-1 for Spain right now. Let me go check over on the Discord. I guess I could go check myself as well.
They haven't scored the last 2 races, though. Sale ranks. I guess we'll just count that as.
Right now, I'm counting it as a win for Spain because, according to the team play rule, Holland should have been helping out their last teammate. But get back to you on that one.
As the
Kiel today for this final race of the regatta.
So yep, final race. Last race is laser.
Ramon Parejo got a blue check boat. What's this?
Verified account.
Verified accounts, but I think to get a blue check, you also need to have won a national event. I believe I checked this. I checked the conditions not too long ago. I guess we still have time. We can go see this really quick. If you're interested in having a blue check on your boat, and you're also an amazing sailor, I believe.
I thought you needed a match race from the international.
I believe it's part of the settings to get a blue check on your account. I don't know where I have to go to get this. Yeah, I still got a VIP account. Of course I got a VIP account. I was playing around with the game and I found something on it. Oh yeah, here we go. I could have almost passed my, I wanted to get the blue check.
Advanced.
I need to go into advanced or something. Well, you guys are seeing all my passwords and everything while we're up here.
The sailor ID right there.
Race is up. Here we go.
Stay hydrated. Grab a drink for this last race.
I could only recommend it. There's going to be a lot of action. This is race number 6.
Oh snap!
This is the sweatiest race of the evening. Well, the last one was pretty sweaty as well. The laser is definitely a very intense boat. Got Juan Cardona on this race. Got David Basma. Oldbert is back. Bart Lambrick's been very, very present tonight as team captain. Ramon as well, doing very well tonight as his team captain over on Spain too. Oh, there we go. We've seen penalties left and right. Boats definitely not set up yet for the start. At least 4 of them are over start line.
Part of those really early penalties are, in a way, to identify boats. So if you can't click on the boat before the start, but if you inflict the penalty and see who's got the penalty, you can start identifying and therefore trying to pirate just one boat in particular.
You're gonna have to play against the strongest players of the fleet, but you gotta also control the other boats. Oof. Got some bad starts over from the Spanish side. Juan Parejo having to go back over the line. I believe that was the same case over here for Pobler. No, he hadn't even crossed the line yet. But also, Carlos up in the lead here, and Ramon right behind him, so Spain, not too bad of a start.
Pretty crazy penalty from Bart Lambrick's on Juan Cardona there. But,
Let's see where.
it's the mysteries of the game. See a lot of these boats bearing downwind and then coming back up. That's what they call pumping. We're getting more speed by doing this in a particular set of conditions, but
Seem to have decent wind. Some of these boats managing to get up to 7 knots, thanks to their pumping system. Couple of crosses taking place right now in the center of the race course. Dutch fleet unfortunately broken apart, so they're not going to be able to work as a team, work as a unit, and currently right now leading, but also a little bit behind. We know that Spain too has won the event tonight, but I know that Holland still wants this last win. And we had Pierres earlier in the chat say that it was going to be 4-2 for Spain tonight, so I guess we still need to see if his prediction comes true.
yeah, right now even with the 1-2, Spain has 8, 9, 10, and that is a lot of points. So right now the victory is for Netherlands.
Spain just came back up ahead. These 2 Spanish boats over here are still currently holding the lead, and they're going to probably try a wind block since they're coming up on the whole Dutch fleet behind them. Definitely going to try a wind block and let the rest of their team catch up. I'm starting to get this whole team racing thing at the end. So let's try to set up our cameras to see this wind block if it does happen. We are in Kiel for the last race of the evening. Wind block on a laser is not an easy thing to do.
Well, I guess it's okay because it's
It's
still a
not really what
fast
they're
boat.
doing.
You can.
Nope, they're not doing it. They're trying to get through and pushing the Dutch boats into the buoy.
Hmm.
Tack now and Robert Horson falling a little bit behind. I think this is an upwind medium on the monsters.
Good job, Parejo, just forcing WLP onto tack now there. Oh boy.
Yeah, Carlos
That was fun to
is
watch.
definitely being one of the stronger men on the team tonight, pushing other boats around, definitely putting his teammates in a good position. I don't want to seem biased because we're doing this with Carlos this whole event, but he's definitely playing very well with the CNS team as a whole.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to be biased, but you guys can be biased, so if you have a favorite team, if you know who's going to be in the semifinals or in the finals back here, Juan Cardona still fighting through 10th position currently.
Things are changing right now. Fitlam Briggs is in that very 3 last places, and that's a lot of points. If he stays in this situation, I can say that Spain is having a
I
winning
think he wants to
combination.
play against Juan. That's the problem. Look at that.
That's a problem.
I knew it. I called it. Over here on the right side, Juan Parejo, Pobler.
Juan getting that penalty to Bart.
They're getting a shift in there. We're missing this, and we're missing this just as we shifted cameras. Juan punishing Bart here. I think he may even go back for seconds.
hungry Juan.
Yeah, so it's been really good watching these two awesome teams face off tonight, but definitely there's this advance on the Spanish side. I mean, these guys, I don't know how much they communicate on their end, or it's just become sort of second nature. Because they really, like, we see the same setups at every race, and it always seems to work out for them because, I don't know, they're quicker, they're more experienced.
There's definitely communication going on. Partly just instinct because they play a lot and they know these situations. And also they have good calls. You can see reactions.
Alright, so Holland's going to take first place. I'm just going to quickly, cut you off here because Holland's going to take first place here, and I'm just watching what's going to happen. If they take third place as well with Robert Huysman, it seems like it's going to be really hard for Dove Bosma and Bart Lambrix to come back up here. But I don't want to call them off. I don't want to write them off, right?
Not impossible. There you go. Bart inflicting a penalty on Juan. That fast tack to starboard.
Yeah, but tack now has gone
away.
way over ley line here to punish Ciparejo and that Carlos, and that's going to not help him out in the long run. He's punishing one boat, but at the end it's not helping his team. Here we have, I think WLP has still taken the lead, the win. GG to him on this last race. Robert Huysman coming in third, Ramon in second, and Pobler in fourth. As we head back to the end of the race and see what's going on up this left side, Carlos passing the finish line seventh, and now it's up to Tack now and Bart to finish off the race. I believe Juan will be 10th. It's not a usual place to see it, that's why I'm laughing. I mean, just allowing myself a quick chuckle.
26 points. 26 points against.
Alright, well, I guess that says GG to Spain 2. Spain 2, but Spain is a general.
7. No, I think Netherlands won this. I think this last race is.
Spain took the win for the regatta tonight. But do you think Netherlands won this one?
I think they do, yeah. On my calculus, they're 26 to 28.
Well then, we've got this German boat in the end. He doesn't count. Well then, GG to them. Well done by both teams.
4-2, GG Pierce.
Yeah, Pierce called
good
it.
call.
No, that was a really cool event. Fun to watch and moves all over the place. I don't know. I can't say if it was more of a team effort or if some individuals stuck out. It's still a little bit hard to say. But it was definitely a fun event to watch. Went by really fast. Again, congratulations to the people organizing the race tonight. And congratulations and thanks to you guys in the chat. Because, you make it a little bit funner to comment all this and to talk about what's going on the screen. Let's go back really quick and take a look at the groups. Should we maybe show another race? Let us know if you want to see one more event. We've got a couple of events we could show you. If you're interested. Score tonight will have changed. Spain 2 will take the lead in Group B with 2 wins. We haven't had that updated yet, but it should be coming up very soon. Let me see if I can... I don't think it's going to be updated tonight, but it should be updated very soon. Sale ranks, we have the link in the stream a little bit later, a little bit earlier. Let me put that back in here if you want to see how we were doing. Hello to everyone. Yeah, thanks for watching, you guys. It was cool. Let us know what we can do better. Let us know how we can improve the stream. Right now, we're just trying to bring you guys the eSailing Nations League, as many races as we can right now. League A popping up, Group A popping up on your screen. And if there's other ideas, other types of events you guys would like to see us stream, don't hesitate to let us know. So hold on. I think I might be able to do something real quick. You might want to pop up a race that took place last week, actually. And I would like to show you guys this video because it was Holland again. I thought it might be interesting to see this race from the other day. It was Holland against Poland in the eSailing Nations League. And Arthur's not going to be able to comment this with us because unfortunately it's not live on the game.
I'm a spectator. I'm joining Henry and Nozuela in the in the audience.
All right, so let me bring this up to you for you guys. Might just take a real quick second. Are you ready? Alright, so this is Netherlands versus Poland, race number 1 of the evening. Let us know what you think. For some reason, we've got problems reading this video.
You tell me.
I don't know. I thought I was going to be able to show this video to you guys, but for some reason doesn't seem to be wanting to show. It might have actually even frozen up my computer.
We broke the stream.
Oh wait. I might have gotten it now. I think it was just VLC trying to update. Alright, we are going up. This was a race taken last week. It was Netherlands versus Poland, and you can watch this right now. Some of the same players we were watching tonight.
What gives?
Watch, I would say really watch, so you can see already Brad Adams is in, this is a spectator boat, but Bart and Veltvert especially were super good on this race, I found.
did slow down things a little bit because on the stream we're still not watching. Alright, yeah, it just took some time. So, everybody who's still there, we are watching this race between in gray Netherlands versus in red Polish team. Replay.
Yeah, so Poland was in red. Poland was in red. Netherlands was in gray. And you can see, like, Valverde is really trying to control the rest of the fleet behind him. Yeah, Netherlands, spoiler alert, Netherlands wins this race. So it was recorded last week. It's really, no, but it's good to know sometimes when you're analyzing stuff like afterwards, it's good to have this kind of knowledge and saying, how did the Netherlands win? This is a replay. Yeah, if anyone's wondering, we have replays right now of Netherlands versus Poland last week. And this is what we're showing you guys on the screen right now. Just finished watching Netherlands versus Spain 2, and Spain 2 won that one 5-1. GG to them, GG to the Dutch team who really put up a great fight. And we hope we still see both of those teams in the second phase of the eSailing Nations League. Now this one, yeah, this replay was the other replays that the race committee has sent us will be coming up soon. We'll be editing and bringing you these guys. These next races coming up in the show soon. Hopefully we'll be streaming again this weekend.
Yeah, Henry was saying that we would be covering his race of his team this Saturday.
So, fun fact, this Saturday I'm going to be passing my boating license. Or at least I'll be taking some of the classes that I need to take for my boating license. I don't know if the exam's going to be today as well, but on Saturday as well. So I don't know when I'll get back. Probably get back around 8-ish CET if we can still stream the Saturday night race events. Yeah, Spain 3, Turkey 1. I saw that on Saturday. I'm hoping that I'll be home soon enough to be able to stream that for you guys, but can't guarantee it yet. Right now, as you guys can see, Valverde just dominated this race all the way up the upwinds, and Bart Lambrick's holding it up very well behind him. And I need to find a little bit of time this weekend to start playing the eSailing World Championship events. Because I want to start getting a good ranking and get my boat into the playoffs. Top 1,000 boats at the end of the season will go into the playoffs, and the top 10 boats of the playoffs will go into the eSailing World Championship Grand Finals. This year, it was won by Mike O'Donovan, wasn't it? No, it was won by Juan Cardona. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was like 2 years ago. That was the mistake I did.
I'm sorry. Mike O'Donovan won the eSailing Nations League, but I was like almost sure he won. It was Juan Cardona. I know you guys knew it was Juan Cardona. We all all saw the video on Instagram when he went crazy winning that. It was just so intense. All of these boats are so good, it's so hard to say, yeah. Good comeback by Michesko, eventually managing to come back into second, but Netherlands went on to win the whole regatta 6-0. And we're looking forward to seeing Poland in their next event. Let me tell you really quick, I'm going to let you guys know what the next Polish event's going to be. It's going to be against Ukraine on Sunday evening. You guys will be able to watch that on the game, if that's interesting. I think I'm in the game, but actually I'm just on DLC. Trying to click into the...
click on the boats.
Menus. Exactly.
Yeah.
Alright, man.
Do we have a replay of Spain 3 versus Venezuela 1?
Alright, give me a second here. I'm going to try to see if I can bring that up on screen for you. There we go. Just give me a quick second. So I've got a couple of streams that people sent me. I thought I would have time to edit them, but I'm happy to show them on the screen, and we'll just watch them all together and figure out what's going on. Here we go. The earliest stream. I'm going to try to bring this up on screen for you. Alright, so I'm gonna you're discovering this as soon as as we go on. That was definitely probably not the image we wanted to see. Here are some images that we're gonna have. Seems to be the match race. We've got Spain versus Italy. Is this what Orihuela was? Orihuela, sorry. No, this is Spain versus Italy. Alfonso is in the lead in Caligari. These are your guys' events. You guys send us your clips. You send us your game, and we'll stream it for you, or at least we'll replay it for you. Let's try to get a little bit of a fast forward on this one and see how it goes.
Spain versus Italy.
Alright.
In
Alfonso is part of which Spanish formation of this event?
I don't know. That was Group D. Spain 4 versus
Spain 4.
Italy 2.
Alright, and I'm not familiar with Valillo, but right now in the match race, he's sticking to Alfonso and actually managing to pass ahead at this downwind. It's very rare to see in a match race things still be moving after the first downwind mark, so interesting to see that this match race was so close this far in. I'll put a little bit of music back. So if you're watching us, this is a replay of a race recorded this week by Alfonso of the race committee of their event against Italy, Spain 4 versus Italy 1. And you're seeing the event. We're speeding it up a little bit for you so we can see the match race play out. But right now, it's been going back and forth, actually. Hard to say who wins this one. I don't know. I'm discovering this as we go along.
This is interesting in accelerated mode.
At least it goes a lot faster. It's hard to comment.
As Value passing the first mark, cutting up the second mark, Alfonso is right behind him. Value heading to the second mark, so going downwind.
So if you want to send us some replays, nothing easier than either you tag us on Instagram or you tag us on Facebook. I'm just going to give you a quick email address in the chat. And we'll be happy to work on them. Try to give us just a little bit the description of who's playing who. It always helps. And Alfonso getting back in the lead here and winning the match race. Nice play by him. We're going to try to watch the next one that he sent us as well. We've got one more race to show you. This was the 2v2. We're going to slow it down a little bit.
We're on the score screen. Are you on the right scene?
Yeah. Let's bring that back up here. So, I'm gonna bring it back to the start. Sorry, just so you can see who got the best start. Luigi Hernandez and Paul Nunez versus Tommy Tambo, very well-known Italian player, and Fabio Caldeo. And the 2v2 in Offshore Racer. This was part of their event, also filmed this week. I believe it was Spain that won this event in total. Team Spain 4 beat Team Italy 2. And like we just saw, Alfonso just won the match race in that event as well. Oh, probably got a call from his girlfriend. Can't talk right now. I'm playing. How terrible is that when you get a phone call while you're playing Virtual Regatta? Is that probably just like the worst possible thing that could happen? I never answer the phone when I'm playing Virtual Regatta. No way. Alright, Luigi Hernandez had the lead, but has to help Paul Nunez come back up. And he's trying a wind block, but it's not very successful. I think Spain's gonna win this one, but I'm not gonna try to spoil it for you guys. Like we said, we're just watching this now, the first time. You're following us on Insta. Awesome. We're posting a little bit less on Insta right now because we're working on this whole eSailing Nations League, but really cool. Thanks for following us on Insta. Thanks for following us anywhere if you do follow us, because you don't have to. It's up to you. But if you do follow us, you get some more info. You get all sorts of different content. We don't only do streams. We also do GIFs. We also do race results. And we also just talk about eSailing and share other cool content. Let us know what your site is. If you want to drop your link in the chat, do it now. No problem. We're happy to share all the content creators out there. Alright, so Italy is still controlling this 2v2 offshore racer event that we're watching, that Alfonso sent us. Watching it a little bit speeded up here in Marseille. 22 knots, that's a pretty good win. What do you think, Arthur? Is it Italy in this race impressing you, or are you...
I'm looking closely, and they're really packed up together, so... They're obviously doing a good job of not letting the other get too much ahead. Fabio was already in 4th place on this first up win. So things are quite similar, and there you go for that penalty.
If you're still on the first up win, then you're probably way behind the rest of us on the stream. That's
no, I was comparing to...
We're already on the second downwind here.
And I'm watching the stream. And
yeah, you're watching the stream, so you're getting it a little bit later. Sorry about that. We'll have to figure out a way. I might be able to stream it over the chat as well next time.
Yeah, I would have to join a private lobby in Discord and you stream to me your screen.
We see the Spanish boats going crazy over here on Tommy Tambo. I don't actually feel bad for him. I know Tommy Tambo is a very aggressive player as well. And yeah, Spain manages to take a win here by coming in 2nd and 3rd, while as Italy came in 1st and 4th. The teamwork rule made it so that Spain would win that. So we just watched 2 wins from Spain taken last week, and we'll show you a lot more races if you guys send us your content. But I think that's going to be it for tonight. What do you say, Arthur? Should we call it an evening?
Yeah, I think this was really a good evening of racing. People are probably going to be catching up on other events too. That first event of the new eSailing World Championship season 2021. Wishing you very much luck and good wind in that race if you're taking part of it. I know I will, but we got 2 days for that, so. And be sure to stay tuned on eSailing Nations League, so you can catch up on the next races that are coming, as I was saying, tomorrow, after tomorrow, pretty much every day of the week. you'll be able to find some top level games to follow.
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for you guys for watching, and thanks for letting us know what you think about the stream. Always happy to get some feedback from the people who make this game so fun to play. It's the community. And thanks to you, Arthur. Thanks to the race committee. We were watching Spain 2 versus Netherlands tonight, and it was a good race.
Yep. Thanks for having me, bro. Thanks for all the sailors who followed this with us, and see you guys very soon. Stay breezy.
Hey, it was great to have you, and we'll try to do this again very soon. Let's try to get another stream going this weekend. Till then, see you guys.